for both have a complicated relationship with you-know-who in the White House. And Van is joining us right now in Hot Topics because we just think he's all that. Welcome back, Van Gogh! So let's talk about your colleague over at CNN who was barred from a White House press event for asking the guy an inappropriate question. What do you make of all of this?
Well, first of all, it's disgusting, and frankly, she should have been barred if she didn't ask the question about the case. Yeah. I mean, when you're talking about something that is front-page global news, these tapes, and you're sitting there in the White House, and you're not just representing CNN, which she does beautifully. You're representing the entire press corps. Yeah. If she hadn't asked that question, she should have been barred. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of CNN. I'm proud of Fox News for sticking up for us. This is not left versus right. This is right versus wrong. This is right versus wrong.
You know, we were just in the Hot Topics, we were talking about the blowback on somebody like Sean Spicer and others. I wanted to bring this up, we didn't have time, because over the weekend, vandals untied a $40 million yacht owned by Betsy DeVos and set it adrift, causing $10,000 in damages. Now, my question to you is all of this blowback, does that seem appropriate? Because I know that you're about the kumbaya and let's get along with everybody.
Well, you know what it's called? I was raised right by my mama and my daddy who said, don't let bad people make you be a bad person back. So you know, I'm not gonna become what I'm fighting. I think it's a big danger, and this is a character test for everybody in this country. The President of the United States has a lot of spiritual power. You know, when JFK was president, everybody wanted to join the Peace Corps. When Reagan was president, people wanted to go to Wall Street. Obama was president, we got marriage equality.
Now everyone wants to move out of the country.
Well, no, but we see this differently. I see Donald Trump as putting out a negative vibration that a lot of us are starting to pick up on. And we're starting to become what we're fighting. He's ADD, now we're ADD. We can't keep, you know, we don't know what's going on, he doesn't know what's going on. He's mean to everybody, we're starting to get mean. I don't think we should be doing property damage. I think we should be registering voters so we can win the midterm election. I don't see enough of it.
Yeah, there's a powerlessness people feel against this administration, that's all.
Look, there's not going to be a blue wave without blue work. You know, here's what I see Democrats doing, and understandably. When we see babies getting ripped away from their moms, we get upset. Anybody with a functioning brainstem and a beating heart should be upset. We see these, you know, horrific attacks coming down on people. But we got to remember, in 2008, we were outraged too. But we worked. We went to swing states. We raised money. It wasn't just tweeting and liking on Facebook. Until I see some blue work, it's not going to be no blue wave. So let's get to work. Let's get to work.
All right. But doesn't getting to work, Van, also means speaking truth to power? And you have people approaching politicians. You have people at restaurants saying, you know, you are a liar. You don't represent me appropriately. Do you think that's an appropriate way to do the work?
I think that's a part of it, but, you know, there is a standard. You know, Dr. King set out a standard. Yes, you have to have moral witness, but you're supposed to be calling people up, not just calling them out. And there's a way that sometimes we get so frustrated that we're just calling people out and forgetting to call them up. And so from my point of view, I don't like the property damage at all. I do think if you're a public official, people come up to me, you, and everybody else in public and say what they want to say. I don't think you should be in a bubble. But I do think for us, not for them, but for us, let's be who our parents raised us to be. Strong, smart, wise, determined, but also showing some class and dignity.
But it also comes back the other direction, which I'm against that too. I don't like it when it comes at me, and I don't want it to go against them. I'm more pragmatic than you are, apparently.
I think, Joy, here's what I think about you. I think that you are on a mission that you are likely to fail at because you are not going to be able to out-divide Donald Trump, out-ugly Donald Trump. You're too beautiful. You're too good.
I just think it's just not.
Exactly. So don't you agree? I think she's too beautiful. She's too amazing. It's not going to happen. So I say, you know, listen. I believe that if we stick up for what we believe in, I am in red counties every month. I'm talking to Trump voters every month. A lot of them feel the same way that you do in being disappointed in how he's acting. But they don't know that you like them. They don't know that liberals love them. They don't feel that they can come over here. They feel like basically us saying, you are an ignorant bigot and you suck, now vote for me, turns out to be not very persuasive.
Oh, well, yeah.
That is not as persuasive.
Wait,
But keep in-
this is
yeah.
everything I've been trying to say on this
Yes,
show all year.
But keep in mind that if that's what you've gotten from people, it's kind of hard to, it's hard always to turn the other cheek, and periodically people gonna snap. I don't know why.
And aren't you complicit? Aren't you
Can I ask my question really quick?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so President Trump has an all-time high approval rating right now, and he famously
Amongst
said, "I could
Republicans.
shoot."
No.
45% in general across the United States.
As popular as Obama was at the same
As
time.
popular as Obama was at the same time.
Oh.
You are in red states all the time. What do you credit this to?
A couple of things. One is, I think that people have, unfortunately, lowered their standards to accept his behavior. But also, and I hate to say this, if Obama had 3.7% unemployment, the stock market up 40%, North Korea no longer throwing missiles all around,
Yes.
Democrats would be proud of that. And so there is a place they can huddle where they do have some pride. And then when we can't say one positive thing, they start thinking, you know what, it's just a food fight, it's just a tribal thing. I think Democrats got to say, listen, we like the economy coming up, but we don't want society coming apart. Keep good. We want more jobs, but we also want more unity. If we can do a little bit better job of acknowledging a little bit, I think we get a better hearing for those who could be swayed.
But
That's
Van,
what I believe. That's what I believe.
But Van, aren't people complicit when they are looking the other way at the bigotry, at the misogyny, at the messages coming out of this White House?
Excuse me.
Helsinki. What about Helsinki?
And Helsinki, perhaps maybe, they got a little tax refund. So that tells me, because you got a little tax refund, you don't care about what's happening to my community. You don't care about what's happening to our children.
And to the country.
You don't care what's happening to the country. That makes you complicit in my mind.
You're correct. I agree. I agree. My argument is hard to make in public. You can make it over a long dinner. Here's what I'm saying. I want my conservative friends to be better conservatives. If you're a conservative, you shouldn't be happy to see farmers being taken from work and put on welfare, which is what this president is
Yes.
doing. You see,
Okay.
so I want them to be better conservatives, but I also want...
And not be apologists.
And don't be apologists and defend the country, and don't let the president go and bow down our enemies. Be better conservative. But I also want liberals to be better liberals. We used to be people who love everybody, and you talk about turning the other cheek. That's all Dr. King taught.
Yes.
It's hard,
Yes.
and I don't think it should be expected. But I think that among ourselves, we should try to raise that anyway.
People do expect it. They
They need to appreciate the fact that we are going nuts, but we also need to try to raise our vibration.
Well, we're not actually going nuts. Some people pissed. Some people are like, what's going on? Everybody's in turmoil. But you know who's not? Van Jones, because he's sticking around.
Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.